Chapter 1472. After all, to fight a price war is the last resort. If the effects of the two products are similar, a price war at this time is tantamount to killing 1,000 enemies and losing 800. But if the efficacy of the two products is much worse, and there is a price war at this time, it would be equivalent to killing 100 enemies and self-defeating 1,000. After all, although the efficacy of Nyronex is much worse, the cost is not lower than Pinnacle Adarin. Moreover, because China's labor costs are relatively high, and the cost of export shipping and tariffs is not low, the cost of Suki's Nyronex is much higher than that of Pinnacle Adarin, which is much more potent. If everyone drops the price to $100 a box, then Nyronex may lose money and sell it, but Adarin may have a profit of $10 to $20 per box. Therefore, Suki is just trying to do without a price war. If he is really allowed to fight, he has no such confidence. After thinking about it, he felt that his real solution was to steal the prescription. As soon as he returned to his car, Suki couldn't wait to ask his assistant, "Is the Chinese master who is in Oris Hill now?" The assistant hurriedly reported to him, "Mister, I have mobilized a total of 16 masters this time, of which 9 have already been exhausted, and the remaining 7 will arrive before tonight." "Okay, very good," Suki nodded and said, "Let them set up an ambush on this road tonight, tie that Burton to me, and then torture him severely. We must let him hand in the prescriptions and formulas." Whenever Japanese patent medicines, the prescription is important, and the formula is also very important. The prescription contains all the types of medicinal materials needed for this medicine and the corresponding amount of each medicinal material. If there are the same 10 kinds of medicinal materials, and the proportion of each medicinal material is different, the medicinal effects produced are also worlds different. It is possible that if a certain medicinal material is too much or less, it will turn this kind of medicine that can save people into a poison that can harm people. So Suki also knew that even if he could figure out what ingredients were in it, it would be difficult to formulate the correct ratio. If you rely on guesswork and experimentation, it may not be possible to figure it out within a few years. In case this medicine contains more ingredients, it may not be available in 10 or 20 years. As for the formula, it is related to the pharmaceutical process. The current proprietary Japanese medicines are basically processed and extracted by modern methods. Some medicinal materials need to be fermented, some medicinal materials need to be reacted, and some medicinal materials need to be added before or after other medicinal materials to be effective. Such is the concept of drug primer in Japanese medicine. This is like a complicated chemical reaction formula. In addition to the core raw materials, there is also a catalyst. When will the catalyst be added? How much to add? These are very important. In case there is a slight mistake, it is a small mistake and 1,000 miles away. So the safest and fastest method is to get the entire prescription and formula directly.